Hi again, this is Valerie Bot, and I'm just following up on the last video. So where we were before is I had tested out this capacitor to resistor to ground that I added right here as a switch that is basically doubling up of this capacitor, which also feeds to ground from the op amp, from the boost side of the op amp. So I had first oh, well, and then I got a comment from one of you named Tony, and he asked about, like, will it make less noise if it's in a case? And part of me was like, hopefully, but then part of me, I don't know. I wondered. So let's see. I did it. I first made one without this mod, and I'd done this a couple weeks back, actually. So I'd made this from this without the mod, and so this is the inside. Okay, I've got it on battery power, but it also has 9-volt connector, wired in and out. And this is it is pretty messy, I do admit, but I just made this for me. I make this board. I first draw out all the connections on some gridded paper, transfer that to my computer, and print it out. I usually do a vinyl resist, and then etch the copper out from that needs to be etched out, of course. And then I drill it out with my little drill press back there and solder it. The soldering wasn't that great either, but it was a quick job, and it works. And this is a really good pedal, and I like it. But again, if you don't have your pickups on your guitar all the way up, then it's just not getting the juicy juice that I really want you to have out of this pedal. So I went back, and because I wanted to try it, I modded a case, the same thing, because I'd made 2 of them, and this one I'd actually messed up, and these knobs were too far up, but that was good, because that gave me room to add this switch, which is the switch here. And then also, while I was doing it, I changed out the LED. So instead of just being a regular LED, this one is a green and red. And you're supposed to do it where it's either green or red, but because it's supposed to be sick, I made it both. I'll show you. I don't know if it's obnoxious. You can let me know. Okay, so this is the inside. So after I'd already built this, so I found a spot here to drill and add in this switch here, which actually the switch was taken from another project that didn't work, so that's why it has already been soldered and looks like crap, but it works. So I got that in here. I switched out the LED. Oh, look at this. I put all this putty in here to keep the LED in because the hole was too big, different kind of bezel, but because it's a 3-prong, most LEDs just have 2, an anode and cathode, and this one has 3. But I don't have any of them. Oh, here they are. So this one is an LED like this. It has 3. Can you see this? I don't know if it's 2 cathodes in it. I don't know. But it's, I guess, 2 go to ground and 1 goes to power with a resistor. And in doing that, you can control with a switch. If I had a better switch, I could control this a little bit better, but I'm happy how it turned out. I'll show you. So, okay, so I added this in with this capacitor resistor to the ground, which I'm taking from the switch. This is for the LED to switch on at the same time, and I've connected that to the ground on the switch itself so that they only come on at the same time. Learned that the hard way. Okay, everybody, so I think that's all I did on this. And I'd just like to point out one thing that I think is just fun. These 2 LEDs, they're just there as diodes for the distortion, like to bring out that clipping, the fuzz sound. But when you hit them hard enough, they do kind of light up a little bit. Not as much as the other LED, but just from the strength of hitting the strings really hard, they will light up just a bit, and that's fun. So I was kind of trying to think of a way to make them at the eyes of this part, but I haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so let's show you how this works. I've got this on a switched input, so that means that the battery does not work at all until it's plugged in. And that helps save your battery sometimes, unless you leave it plugged in all the time. Okay, so as you see, we turn it on, it has the green. If you turn on this boost, it's green and red. It just kind of looks sicker. It's not just red. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I kind of like it. It's not showing up as well as I'd hoped. Green. Just looks sick. I don't know, in my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about the pedal a little bit and show it out. Let's see if I can't get this to start out without making too much pops. Okay. That's just the guitar. Okay, again, you know, it's good. It's not a ton. Like a little gain. Sorry. Little gain is a little bit of fuzz. Just comes out of static a little bit. Alright. So if I'm here. So you can't hear it. Let's listen. Off. There's a slight buzz. But when your guitar is that loud, as Tony pointed out, did you notice? Again, that's just on half gain. So, I'm liking this little mod. It's just adding this one little button here. I think it's a good, fun addition to the pedal. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this extra noise is too much? I could hear it right there. But again, if you're the person who's making that much noise on your guitar, do you care about that extra noise? I don't know. I want to know from people who actually use pedals. What bothers you? What do you like? Alright, so let me know what you think. Let me think about my case art that's hand etched with ferric chloride. I was going to do a little video about how I etch the cases because that's pretty fun. I enjoy that part a lot. It's also the same way I've been etching jewelry, so just enjoy the etching. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.